Hello, welcome to the Swedish residence here in Beirut. I'm Anne Dismore, a Swedish ambassador in Lebanon.
C'est dans cet appartement, situé au cœur de Beyrouth, que nous reçoit la diplomate suédoise. Le décor et les meubles, venus tout droit de Stockholm, créent une atmosphère calme, sereine et chaleureuse. Ambassadrice de Suède au Liban pour la deuxième fois, Anne Dismore nous fait part de son expérience en tant que diplomate dans la capitale libanaise.
The fascinating thing being a Swedish ambassador in Lebanon is that the days are really varying, but usually I have meetings with top officials or the minister at the foreign affairs, or like yesterday I met with the minister of telecom, Mr. Corum, discussing the telecommunications sector. You know, we have Ericsson, the Swedish company, have their large regional office here. I'm meeting with civil society, trying to follow the development in depth, what's happening in Lebanon. And then, of course, also there's the internal side of making sure that running the embassy in an efficient way. By Swedish standard, it's a large embassy. We have 16 diplomats sent out from Stockholm and as many local staff. So it's quite a large embassy, and I want to make sure that works properly too.
Cette femme, posée et réfléchie, ne tarde pas à nous dévoiler un petit secret.
Now I'm sitting in the official part of the Swedish residence, and behind me is the King and Queen of Sweden. The only private thing I have in this part of the residence is the chessboard, because the chess is something I play every single night, most of the time digitally. And I'm fascinated when I meet all these Lebanese. So many have also started playing chess, maybe during the COVID and the lockdown, and the way it's pretty obsessive and passionate. So it's a wonderful way at late in the evening to finish with chess, and even better if I win, which happens occasionally.
Interrogée sur sa mission au Liban, Anne Dismore profite pour réitérer l'engagement de la Suède auprès des Libanais.
Well, I'm very result-orientated. I'm not really here to just maintain relations. To me, it's very important. I want to deepen the relationship between Sweden and Lebanon. We have an important Lebanese diaspora in Sweden, and I really want to be a very active voice within the European Union, and also being one of the major donors to the United Nations, of course, to support the UN's work here. Very, very challenging with all the obstacles and large refugee populations and many other needs. To be active on many fronts and really make sure that Sweden, we do our best to make a difference here in Lebanon.
Un peu plus tard, l'ambassadrice se rend au consulat suédois et nous offre une petite visite guidée.
We are now in the Swedish Embassy migration section, and here we're working on migration and visa issues. We are approaching Swedish elections, general elections back home, and we will receive voters here in a few weeks' time. Our election is on the 11th of September. And here we receive visitors in special rooms, and here's a map of Sweden.
De retour à la résidence, l'ambassadrice se prépare pour son prochain rendez-vous.
Now I'm having my next meeting, which will be with the executive vice president of Elekta, a Swedish company Elekta, Habib Neme. And he's coming here to follow up on a very generous donation by Elekta to one of the hospitals here in Beirut with a cancer treatment, very advanced cancer treatment machinery. And he's one of several Swedish companies that stepped up and helped Lebanon after the harbor explosion 2 years ago.
Anne Dismore est sans l'ombre d'un doute une force calme et tranquille qui milite activement pour les droits de l'homme et de la femme au Liban, mais aussi pour la démocratie et la liberté d'expression.
Well, I'm saying goodbye here, and thank you very much for sharing a day in my life as Swedish ambassador in Lebanon.